Hey y'all, Mike with Cardboard Kingdom. Today we're going to be opening a couple Into the Inklands Disney Lorcana boxes, set 3, to try and make a profit. Anytime you open packs for a profit, you are up against it to start. We do have these 2 boxes that we acquired. They were sealed. They had this Rant wrap on them. I took it off, but they were sealed. I don't know if they were from the same case or not. It was from an online seller. We got 2 boxes all in for $170 shipped to the door. So that's a pretty good cost basis as of right now. I show that the expected value on Into the Inklands today is $116. Now today is the day that the day after the Bucky news broke, and so the steel cards that are really popular in this deck, like Robin Hood, have been affected a little bit. But all in, it's still remaining. It looks like a pretty solid set to open. So the expected value is 116 based on today's prices. That was this morning, but all in, I'd say it's still probably about 111. It's essentially going to come down to, do I get an enchanted or do I not? But it's kind of fun to have a lower cost basis, see if we can pull an enchanted. So biggest pulls would be the Ursula, obviously market price of 314. We already have that card, so obviously I'm not gonna be mad if we get another one. It's a really cool artwork. The Champion of Sherwood enchanted, the Robin Hood we do not have, so I would be really glad to get that. And then the other 2 that we don't have that I really want would either be Kaida or the Along Came Zeus enchanted. I think that artwork is really cool. That card's super playable. I'd probably build some sort of steel deck around that card. I think that it's just a really cool card. So that's hopefully what we get. Obviously on the legendary front, hopefully we can pull some Ursulas. Hopefully we can pull some Robin Hoods, some Lucky Dimes, and even some Queen's Castle. That has been all the rage these days. So with that being said, guys, we're going to get into the openings. Like I said, I took off the saran wrap, but I have not broken the seal on either of these boxes yet. So we'll go ahead and do that now. I do want to, just for time's sake, right, opening a full box and going through all the packs can take quite a bit of time. So I think what I'm going to do is filter them out to where we kind of separate all the commons and uncommons. We're probably not going to look at those, to be completely honest, and then do one set of the rare, super rares, legendaries, and then do one set of all the cold foils and just kind of go through those 2 stacks. I think that'll be a fun way to do it, and that way the video isn't too incredibly long, but I did want it to be genuine in the sense that, you know, opening all the packs in front of you guys, that way there's no no tomfoolery going on, no random enchanteds making their way in that shouldn't be. One side note, a card that I would be very happy to get if we can pull it is any of the discard cards. I know there was quite a few of those in this particular set. I have never been able to pull one. So those of you guys that know, that have been around my channel for a little bit, I'm very much a error collector. I get a lot of joy out of that. And so I would love to get a discard card. The ultimate, talking goals. If we were able to get the enchanted discard card, I'd probably lose my mind, to be completely honest. That's a huge chase for me. Last time I looked on eBay, someone was selling it for like $10,000 or something. And it's essentially just a discard card that... make sure I'm putting these on camera for you guys. Discard card, if you've seen those, they're cards that were supposed to be pulled from the print assembly, but they made them into the game, or into the packs rather, and it's the enchanted foil. So there's like a regular version, there's a thin print, there's a bold print, and those both have black backs. Oh, I'm about to open that one. Those both have black backs and then white font. And then there is one that has a gold back with black font. Those are quite a bit rarer. It's kind of like the legendary version of that specific error card. And then there is the enchanted one. Those are very few and far between, and I would be very excited to grab that. I think it's possible that there's even, I saw some white cards that CGC graded. I'm not really sure if those are discard or what the purpose of those are really. In my opinion, CGC will put a slab on damn near anything, so who knows what the provenance is there, but that's going to be what we're going through here today, and maybe we might break this up into sections because it's. I mean, we've obviously got a ton of packs to open, right? 48 in total, and we're 5 minutes in, and I'm going real slow on the opening front. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do 2 stacks at a time. That'll maybe give us a good pace. See if I can't pick it up a little bit. Hope you guys are all having fun with Ursula's return. I think we're going to start to get some pretty cheap boxes here as we get into Shimmering Skies. Kind of think the next 30 to 45 days. I think we're gonna see some like sub. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some boxes in the 80s for Ursula's return. This set hasn't done the best from a playability standpoint. Now, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Ursula's Return from a collector's point of view. Now, I know that I'm kind of on my, I'm standing alone on that front, but I personally think that this set is it's got a lot of really cool characters in it. A lot of people didn't love the arts. A lot of people didn't love the, Ursula's getting her, 3rd enchanted, and Sisu got her 2nd. Like, there's probably some better character choices. But overall, I'm a huge fan of Ursula's Return because the Minnie got her 1st. And then who else? Anna got her 1st. Cinderella got her 2nd. I really like the Melody Weaver card. It's obviously not as cool as the Ballroom Sensation, in my opinion, but I do still like that card. So Ursula's Return, I think, is going to do okay from a long-term collector's POV. It's not that playable. There was not that many hits in there, especially now that Bucky's gone and Diablo is going to be losing some steam. I think Ursula's Return is going to come to a pretty big halt here in terms of the value or not value, but in terms of the amount of people that are opening it. And so that is going to cause a pretty dramatic fall off in price, in my opinion. So I think we're going to get some pretty cheap boxes. We saw some of these packs into the Inklands go onto Amazon at $90 for a couple of days there. If you guys remember the Amazon dumps videos and all that. And I think we're going to get into the 80s with Ursula's Return. Just due to the fact that I would imagine there's probably a higher print run on Ursula's Return, given that, and I don't know if this is true. You guys let me know your thoughts on this, but I feel like once Chapter 1 was printed, it hit the stores, it got sold out immediately. They immediately had to reprint it. They saw the demand that the game had. Wrong stack. I would imagine that they started to increase the print runs on the subsequent sets. But I also don't know if how far ahead are they printing these sets? If when Chapter 1 came out, did they already have 5 or 6 sets planned and those were going to the printer, or is it during Ursula's Return they're running the print run for Shimmering Skies? That's probably more in line with what it is. I just don't know. But I don't even know where I was going with that. But long story short is I think that we are going to see some expedited, or we're going to see some more dramatic price decreases because Ursula's Return is not that playable. It doesn't have huge legendaries like some of the other sets did. And 1 second, checking, got a message real quick. Huge print run, right? Not as playable. People didn't love the art as much as I do. Now, with that being said, me, collector first mindset, right? Huge fan of the cards in that set. I'm excited because I want as many cheap alt arts as I can get my grubby little hands on. I've snagged quite a few here recently at $70, and I am a buyer at $70 for these character alt arts that I think, as the game continues to grow and more collectors come in to begin to collect or to speculate, to flip, whatever, You give me a $70 alt art, I am in. So I'm very excited for that. We're going to go ahead and power through these packs. We've almost knocked out 2/3 of it, so we're getting close. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to fast forward to begin the pools, as you probably should, as I'm just rambling here, but I do have some cards going to auction that will end the day after this video is posted. I mentioned it in one of my market update videos, but my kind of collection goals with my family have changed. In the past, I really wanted to get everything in a PSA 10, and I had like the first 2 sets in a PSA 10, all alt arts, and upon just like making my videos and just realizing that the cards get a gem mint grade so often, I kind of lost. I'm gonna move this bulk really quick here. I kind of lost my passion to have them in a 10 for a lot of the cards. There are still some that I want in a 10, like the Cinderella, for example, from Rise of the Floodborn. But all in, the cards being so easy to get in a gem mint grade, just kind of, I don't really care to have the card in a 10, to be completely honest. I would rather have it in a binder for my own personal collection, right? And so I was originally really worried when I would get these cards with, like, I've got a 5-year-old daughter, I've got a newborn, I've got a 2-year-old son. So it's, it's madness. And if, my son were to get his hands on the binder or something like that, like, he could do some serious damage. And so my initial thought was like, well, let's get them encased. That way, if something were to happen to me, they are much more liquid. My wife would be able, should she want to sell them or whatever they want to do with them, it would be a lot easier to part with. In addition, keep them protected from my son and him trying to, feed them to the dogs or crumple them up or whatever. Pretty much any card that he touches right now turns to dust. So it was partially like, want them to be as liquid as possible, want them to get the most value as possible, right? If something were to happen to me, a PSA 10 is going to get a lot more than a raw, right? So want to have them set up that way. And then also the safety part, but I don't know. I haven't really had any safety concerns, and the way that I see it is I'm just going to keep grading the cards as I pull them, as I acquire them, right, as I'm doing my submissions. And then when I get 10s, I'm probably just going to part with them and use that liquidity to just get more alt arts. I don't see, I just, with a lot of the cards, like, Elsa, for example, that card, if you send in 10 cards, based on the history, you are most likely going to get 7 to 8 10s on that submission if you submit 10 Elsas. And that's just, that kind of takes away from the chase, right? A lot of the, like, Pokemon stuff and the other big gradable, like, TCGs, like, there's times where it's really, really hard to get a 10. And that does happen with cards like Cinderella. It gets a gem mint grade sub 50% of the time. It's like a card like that, like, I'm all in on. I think that's really cool to have in a 10, right? That's just like an extra goal. But if it's going to get a gem mint grade 80% of the time, I personally just don't have the, I don't really care. Like, give it to me in a binder. I could care less. Now, that's probably more short-term thinking, because once again, I think there is validity to graded cards are more liquid, and it's a lot easier for, my wife or someone to deal with should something happen. Like, and look, maybe that's too grim. I don't know, but so I'm kind of at a juxtaposition, but where I've landed for now, and I could change tomorrow, but where I landed for now is the raw route. So we've got a binder pages with all of our alt arts, and I have 10-day auctions scheduled on eBay that are going to be ending over the next couple weeks. Like on Sunday night, they'll be ending, and I'll be getting rid of a lot of our PSA 10s that are and when I say getting rid of, think of more the ones that are very easy to grade that we have another copy of. Those are the ones that I'm willing to part with. I wouldn't be a seller when it comes to raw cards right now. I think that there's a lot of value out there, and I definitely think that it's a buyer's market. But when it comes to the PSA 10, like, you can still get a decent premium on the cards. Not as much as I could have if I sold, like 3 months ago, for example. But you can still get a decent premium. And so I think once again, I think it makes sense because I don't know when we're going to pop out of this retrace, right? It could be holiday season. It could be, Q1 of next year. I don't know. But I want to just acquire as many cards as I can while they're cheap. And I know that whenever I submit my next round of submissions, like I'm going to get a gem mint grade on a lot of these cards that I'm acquiring. And so I'll have more inventory at that point for whenever the market does bounce back. So that's kind of my thought process right now on how I'm navigating the current landscape and just trying to, get the most bang for my buck. So this is our cold foil stack. So we will do this one second. This is where our enchanteds would be. And then this is our rare, super rare, legendary stack. So we'll start here. Let's just do half of it. And we will go through these first, and then we'll hop to the cold foil. So first rare is going to be Minnie Mouse, Mama Odie, Scrooge McDuck. We'll try and separate them here. Madame Medusa, Lady in Chairs, my favorite deck, OP as hell. Moana, Stitch, Sorcerer's Hat. Simba, he's becoming a little meta. Robin Hood, there we go. First $40 card. Come on. Friend Like Me, Rafiki, Bernard, Pongo, Hades, Kaida. We'll take a Kaida Enchanted. Maybe that's a little foreshadowing. I guess I'll put the Kaida here. We'll put the legendaries down here. Simba, Magica Dispel, Pride Lands, Audrey Ramirez, Starlight Vial, Shinzi, Treasure Guardian. Put these back together here. Pyros, Peter Pan, Alice, the Alchemist. I wish this was a enchanted. I think this card is really cool, and I think in the enchanted foil it would look awesome. The boss is on a roll. I apologize. The focus on this camera is messed up. I should have messed with it a little bit before. Helga Sinclair, John Silver, Maui, Pluto, Piglet. Love the alt art from Deep Trouble Quest there. Fang, Ursula, Little John. Along came Zeus, Maui's Fishhook, Heart of Atlantis, Prince Eric. Man, we should be due for some legendaries here. Helga Sinclair, Wendy Darling. Here comes one. Jafar. So we have 3 legendaries so far. Heart of Tefiti, and we are almost done with these. We'll go. I feel like I might have. Oh, Queen's Castle, turn up. I think that was the first one, although I have been going pretty quick. So is this the... No, that's a different Ariel. Tinkerbell, one more legendary here, Peter Pan, and Ursula, Deceiver of All. So we got 2 of the bigger legendary chases there. So we're sitting decent from a value perspective between those 2 and the Queen's Castle. That probably puts us at what, like $100 without any of the foils. I'm going to rifle through these really quick. We've got 1 Queen's Castle. We didn't get any lucky dimes, which is unfortunate. Along came Zeus. Is always a good card to get. I think that Ursula's got a decent price to it as well. Let's see here. All right, looks like those were our rares. So we did, I would say we did okay so far. I'd say we did pretty good. Between, like I said, the Ursula, the Robin Hood, and the Queen's Castle, we're going to be doing all right here. I don't think any of the super rares are worth too much, if I'm not mistaken, besides maybe Simba. Looks like we got a rare that snuck in there. Madame Medusa, Minnie Mouse. Okay. Wow. Just bent the Tinkerbell. First time I've ever been to Lorcana card right there. Oh, we're not done yet either. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. I thought we were done. I forgot I split them into two stacks. There's a good one. Curse Merfolk, Stratos, Heart of Atlantis, Piglet, Huey, Map of Treasure Planet, Captain Hook, Little John, Helga Sinclair, Baloo. Man, every time I get it closer, it just goes out of focus. The Lamp, Helga Sinclair, Maui's Place of Exile, Hydra. Cool card, not very playable, not worth a lot. Tinkerbell, Mama Odie, The Lamp, Minnie Mouse, Magica Dispel, Place of Exile, Curse Merfolk again. Just an annoying card. Madame Medusa, turn up. Ladies in Chairs, Pepsi. Morph. Grammatala. Gyro, Bare Necessities. We got one more legendary here. Lucky Dime. There we go. Can we get one more Queen's Castle? Another Morph. Into the Alice. Okay, so we got another really good legendary there. Lucky Dime's a $13 card minimum. That's the lowest listing. Let's see here. Market price is $14 on the Lucky Dime, $25 on the Ursula, and $41 on the Robin Hood. So that puts us at, roughly with the Queen's Castle market price of $14 as well. That puts us at essentially $100, I would say, just for the legendaries, not counting some of the smaller ones, and not counting a lot of the rares and super rares. We're kind of at $100 already, I would say, without looking at our cold foils yet. So I would say we're doing okay. If we get a decent cold foil legendary in there, then that could make it. Or obviously we're pretty much poised. If we do end up pulling an enchanted, we're gonna be set up for success here. So can we use the infinite money glitch of Lorcana to make a profit? We opened what, 40? I feel like we're pretty light on overall legendary pulls though. 48 packs, we pulled 7. So I mean, yeah, that's actually a pretty poor pull rate in my opinion. We'll see what we get on the foil, but I would have expected closer to like 9 there, 9 to 10 legendaries, and we got 7. So let's see what we get on the big hitters. You never know, any one of these could be an enchanted. So we get Dalmatian Puppy first. We'll go a little bit slower here. Maid Marion. I don't know if I've ever even actually read that card. DeVille Manor. Keep pulling these up. I want to keep them down. It's such a big stack. Here, let's separate it a little bit. No spoiler there. All right. On your feet. Sorcerer's Tower. Stratus. Minnie Mouse. Captain Hook's Rapier. Dawn Carnage. Milo Thatch for cold foil legendary. First cold foil there. Neverland. Razul. Rafiki. Pua. Okay. We'll do 3 stacks in total. Here's our second. 99 Puppies. Boss's Orders. Pluto. Milo Thatch. Majika Dispel. Last Ditch Effort. Chief Tui. Helga Sinclair. Rise of the Titans. I've got a really cool error card that was a double print that I posted on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out. It's one of my favorite error cards. Flotsam. Distract. Hades. Magic Broom. Friar Tuck. All right, last stack magic here, gang. Can we get our enchanted or at least one more decent legendary? And I think we'll probably be around break even. I would say if we get a legend or an enchanted, then obviously we're gonna be poised here. Dive Bomb. Repair. Lucky Dime, that'll do. Cold foil is probably somewhere around. Oh, I got ahead of myself, dude. I got so excited for the cold foil Lucky Dime, I didn't take my time. Look at that. I mean, that card is gorgeous. Here, set this aside. Oh, my Lord. We got one behind it. What if we went back to back? That would be insane. That card, man. So cool. Obviously mega playable. I personally am a steel hater. I hate how much utility is in steel, how much damage. Take a look at the back real quick. Little bit thin right to left. Top to bottom centering's pretty good. I think that's definitely within the qualifications of a 10. Overall, the corners look okay. Possible white dot in the top left there. Can't tell if that might brush off if I run a microfiber by it. Not going to do it right now, but overall, definitely a 9. I would say got a chance at a 10 for sure. But what a card. Love, 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 love. Right behind the lucky dime there. I got ahead of myself. I started to slow down, and I was doing a little bit better, you know, building the suspense. But she love to see it. I normally open packs with my family, so I'm not used to doing it on camera. Hence why it's so poor quality. We'll get better though. But man, lucky dime into the Along Came Zeus. Not bad. Can we hit two? I mean, we've got a decent stack of cards here still. Can we get another one? Overall, we're definitely in the green. The infinite money glitch continues for Lorcana. That's an awesome card. Awesome card to get in a cold foil. Probably has decent value. Very playable. Jolly Roger. Magicka Dispel. Webby. Eeyore. We're coming down to the wire here. We've got a couple left. This might be the last one. Nope, we've got maybe one more. We end on the Gizmo suit. All right, gang. Well, the market price on Along Came Zeus is 104. We paid 170. You throw in a Robin Hood and an Ursula, and there we are. Rest is profit. So there you go. Opening Lorcana, guaranteed. Cardboard Kingdom stamp of approval. Official guarantee that you will make your money back. In all honesty, guys, obviously we got incredibly lucky. The enchanted pull rate, to my understanding, is about 1 in 96. We obviously pulled one out of 48 packs here. I will say I've had such good luck with the first three sets in terms of pull rates. I don't know. I'm probably honestly around. I'm a little bit ahead of the 1 of 96. Not too much. Like I'm not getting one every box or anything. But Ursula's Return has just taken me to the blender. So far we're 7 booster boxes, no enchanteds. We did get one out of a trove, but we are extremely under the pull rate for Ursula's Return, which is unfortunate, but here we are. And that's even with one full case sealed that didn't have one. I did open another sealed case, and I opened 3 of them, and I actually sold one to a buddy at cost, and so fate would have it. He hasn't opened it yet, but fate would have it that the enchanted out of that second case, I let him pick his number. He picked it. If he opens it, then all fair is game. I hope he does get one, because that would make me feel a little bit better than at least not running through 2 full cases without one. But I would say overall we did fantastic here, guys. Love this card. I asked for it. I said it was one of the ones that I wanted, and we got it. Now I'm gonna be forced to build a deck of my Kryptonite Steel. I hate Steel, but I mean, come on, give me a break. Love this card. I feel like it's just gonna be a good card in terms of playability for a long time to come, and I'm a huge fan of it. So, all right, guys, that is gonna be it for this video. Infinite money glitch, money printer. Call it the U.S. The U.S. Federal Reserve. That's what I'm calling Lorcana from now on. Just free money, unlimited, and yeah, that's how you do it, guys. So, best of luck with your pulls out there. Wanted to mix up a little bit, do something different than just the market, the pricing stuff, breaking news, whatever. Hope you guys liked the video. Give me your feedback below, and we'll be back with another video soon. Bye.